Reio is a local boxer who has quite the following on social media. He is not wanted in connection to that cold case. In fact, it's unclear if prosecutors ever pursued charges against him. He is wanted on is a federal probation violation. 4-year-old Reio, a convicted felon who turned popular on social media, is now wanted by the United States Marshals Service. Reio's case dating back to 2015. Federal court documents show he was arrested in Baltimore, Maryland, months after.
Man, what's up? It's your boy, the Cuban Assassin. Look, today, man, we're gonna have a paperwork party, man. I'm gonna teach y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all why and how they check paperwork in the federal prison. This is the paper, this is my paperwork right here, you feel me? Yo, this right here get checked. This is where these are your walking papers on the yard, you feel me? Right here, you gotta have this for the federal penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Never made it to FCI, but I heard they don't really check paperwork in the FCI. It's like, you might not need this. You need this in the federal penitentiary. Like, your celly, I'm like, yeah, bro, your celly. Oh, my day ones, go ahead hit the like button, man. You like this joint, hype it up, comment, share. Let's turn the page up, bro. I'm turning up. So look here, right? This right here, bro. You got 30 days to get this. You understand what I'm saying? You got 30 days to get this once you hit a federal penitentiary. You understand? Because this is needed to show if you have told or not. You know what I'm saying? No rats is allowed on the federal penitentiary yards. They are in the FCIs and the lows, the camps and stuff, they have rats. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about as far as FCIs and all that, okay, I'm gonna explain to it. In the federal prison system, they have different levels. They have, the highest is 80X, you know what I'm saying? That's like maximum security, like you just done, you know what I mean? That's where they got El Chapo at. And I'm gonna explain something about that El Chapo thing too. I got content on that. So after that, you at a level 5, which is a penitentiary. Under the penitentiary, it's FCI. Under FCI, I'm gonna say it's a low. Yeah, it's a low. Under FCI, it's a low. Then it's a camp. You feel me? It's 4 different levels, I believe. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not on just want to be sounding like I'm capping. Damn, I said capping. I don't say capping. I say swelling. I'm from DC. I never in my life said that. I'm tripping. I've been on this internet too long. Swelling. I don't want to say I'm swelling. But so it's the first one is going to be the penitentiary, the highest level. Then you go to FCI, that's medium security. Then it's low, and then it's a camp, because they do have camps. All right, so bet. I mean, on them, anything under the penitentiary, you don't really need your paperwork from my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of chomos running around and FCIs and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Rats is running around, you know what I mean? It's real loose, it's loose, but you're gonna need, see, it's real men in FCIs and camps and stuff too. Also, so you do wanna have your paperwork, because then you show, look, I ain't no rather than bro, before we get into business, go ahead, check out my paperwork, you know what I'm saying? Like, this right here, it stamps you. It stamps you, you know what I'm saying? Because it shows everything that was said in court, what you was locked up for, the case, you know what I'm saying? All the motions that was filed, you know what I mean? See, you take this right here and give it to the inmate lawyer or somebody in your car. You know what I'm saying? You got 30 days to get this now. No matter where you coming from, it don't matter. You got 30 days to get this. These are all the motions that was filed. They gonna read your stuff. All the motions that was filed. What you was locked up for? I was locked up for a firearm. See it right there, firearm. A felon in possession of a firearm on May 15th. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It say motions and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm wanted for questioning for shootouts, and you know what I mean? It just gives insight of what was going on with your case. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Main thing is them transcripts if you went to trial. Well, I went to trial. This here is the transcripts. This right here says everything that was said in court. Transcripts. They want them transcripts. Bro, we want the transcripts. What he say in court? No, bro. He said something wild on the stand. Man, where's transcripts at? You gotta have them transcripts. I'm trying to see what you said on that stand. You feel me? See transcripts right here. These my transcripts. You feel me? United States of America versus Larry Reio. I went to trial, baby. I took and I won. I beat them for real. They worked me. They worked me, Slim. I was supposed, look, it say everything. I put in for Button, North Carolina. I was supposed to go, you know what I'm saying, designated for Button, FCI, North Carolina, bro. You feel me? Man, they dropped me off at Hazelton Penitentiary. They dropped me off to the worst prison in America. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to Button, North Carolina. They telling me it's a hospital jail. You know what I'm saying? Nice down south women. I'm like, yeah, bet I could give me some perks. Some perks. I just got shot up, so that's why they were sending me there to Button, North Carolina. You feel me? 63 months. You feel me? 63 months. You know what I mean? And so we had put in, you know what I'm saying? We had put in for Button, North Carolina, because I was shot up or whatever, right? You feel me? So here it is. I get on the bus at the airport, Harrisburg Airport. Y'all know about that joint, real live Con Ed. That joint, real live like Con Ed. I get on the bus and they send me to Hazelton, United States Penitentiary. You understand what I'm saying? My paperwork came because when you leaving from another prison to another prison, you gotta get it in the mail. My paperwork came in the mail ASAP. I got my stuff, you feel me? And my paperwork actually came to me off of appeal, because my case was getting appealed. You know what I mean? There was a lot of stuff wrong with my case and all that, you know what I mean? But make a long story short, my paperwork came because that's just how God works. You need this right here, bro. Now, the reason that paperwork wants to be read and stuff, you know what I mean? Because of the simple fact, all right, cool. I got 63 months. That's 5 years and 3 months. Here it is. We locked in this room together. You know what I mean? And guys want to know who they around. Mind you, people were still breaking law in prison. I'm talking about from assaults in the prison to getting assaults on the streets. You know what I mean? Phone calls. People got cell phones. If something happened in here, we need to know every man in here is solid. If a man told on the stand, on his friends, you know what I mean? Gunner, YSL Woody, you know what I mean? Who else? There's some other people, but it's crazy because them people right there say Gunner, bro. Gunner, we don't even need to see his paperwork. Woody, we don't need to see his paperwork. That's when the common sense kick in. Oh, Slim walking, we see him walk up in the joint in the federal on the independent. Man, Gunner just came in the joint. Nah, he ain't about to stay in here. And man, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. We usually make somebody pay some money, but I'm thinking about it right now, bro. You just don't want no rats around, because like I said, dog, we still breaking law in this joint. Law ain't stopped. Dude might be having sex with a CO, you know what I mean? It's real life business moves getting made, you know what I mean? $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, people running up hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know what I mean? Drugs getting exchanged, you know what I'm saying? He gonna hear certain stuff and see certain stuff. Now here it is, he was just at court when he took his plea deal. And then people so crazy, they say he ain't happy because he ain't get on the stand. He ain't gotta get on the stand, because you know why? When the prosecutor asked him, is YSL a criminal gang? Yes, ma'am. Have you seen YSL do criminal activity or whatever them questions? Yes, ma'am. Every question was yes, ma'am, Slim. That's hot. Now think if he's in the joint with us and people, the Landers and the DC dudes get to stabbing each other or a stab going on, and they pull a gun out to the lieutenant office, because that's what they do. They call people up to the lieutenant office. You ain't supposed to go by yourself though. It ain't good to go by yourself. You want to take a witness. You feel me? Nah, my sonny coming with me. I ain't about to go up there by myself. Talk to the lieutenant. Nah, I'm taking myself. Some dudes will go by themselves, and that's when the speculation come on. But you know what I mean? If you're a man though, it just still look weird you going by yourself to the lieutenant office like that. What are you up there talking to the lieutenant for? You feel me? So, but what they call gunners on the unit, and they call Gunner up to the joint and be like, hey Gunner, was it a knife fight up there? Yes, sir. Did your homies have knives? Yes, sir. Did they stab them first? Yes, sir. Come on, bruh. It's kind of like, you don't want no dude like that around on the yard. You don't want no dude like that around on the yard. YSL Woody Evil, you don't want him on the yard. He say, all right, he got over 100K followers, and they talking about, a lot of them talking about he ain't hot. He's hot. He hot. He hot. All right, they say he was telling lies. He was telling lies to the police about Thug, stuff that he didn't do, or whatever the case may be. Whatever you was telling the police got a case put on Thug. You hot. You hot. Nothing else to talk about. Nothing else to argue. Get his bald head out of here. Get him out of here. We're going to, this is Steve, because I just get mad right now. And I ain't even around these dudes, but bitches being locked in an institution with a guy that you know told, man, we get on real extortion time. Y'all want, because we could extort him. Gunner and YSL Woody. He a little slow, so we probably gotta blow him up. We gonna blow him up. But Gunner, he might want to come and talk and plead his fifth. You know what I'm saying? Man, what are you gonna do? Cause he ain't standing here. You gonna have this whole joint where some dudes be minding their business. They be scared, but man, we pushing up on him. Me and my homies, Gunner in this joint. Yeah. What's up? What's up? You think they gonna let us stay? And if they end up letting them stay, man, we don't want them around here. So you know what I mean? It's gonna cause problems. That's when you gotta take care of your own, bro. We're gonna take care of all y'all. Or y'all gonna give us some money or some drugs. They got sheets of K2, or they got their 100 strips. Man, they gonna have to give us 100 strips for him to stay here. And he can't be around nothing. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't using the phone for me or nothing. Man, I'm gonna blow him up. Man, I don't want none of that stuff. I'm thinking about that right now. Man, I don't want none of that stuff. Get him out of here before we put him on a helicopter. All of y'all. Yeah, all y'all. Yeah, get him out of here or everybody gonna roll. Straight up. That's how it's going. Yeah, Atlanta let Gunner stay on the yard. Man, all y'all getting up out of this joint. What's up? Yeah, what y'all gonna do? Get him out of here today. Like, yeah, we want him gone in the next 10 minutes, or we gonna kill. Man, get them joints. We gonna go get our joints. Let's get it right now. We about to trash these things. They try, what's up? My homie's like, man, what's going on? What's up, man? They trying to let the Gunner in this joint. Gunner in here? Ain't he hot? Yeah. They trying to let him stay, man. I don't know why I sell Woody over the joint. They lunching. Now we about to bag them. I ain't out of here. I don't like this spot anyway. See, that's how federal prison work. That's just how federal prison work. You know what I'm saying? And ain't gonna be no you harboring rats and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we ain't doing that. You getting up out of here. So, paperwork, man, is everything in the feds. Ja, did I get off the topic? I don't know. Kind of get turned up. Damn, I'm crazy. Sorry, y'all. The paperwork is, yeah, man, paperwork. It tells you everything, your transcripts and stuff like that. It lets you know if you is an honorable man. Because like I said, people still, bruh, it's dudes in the feds getting money inside the feds, and they sending bricks and stuff outside. Because you gotta think about this. I'm from DC. I mean, I'm from the DC car, but I'm from Landover, Maryland. You understand what I'm saying? I'm from Landover. Here it is. I go to the feds. It's Mexican mafias. It's California dudes, Texas dudes, all type of plugs and drug lords in this joint. All type of drug lords, and if you a good solid man, good paperwork, they like how you move, they give you bricks of cocaine, they give you carts of guns, they will give you humans. Yeah, I know dudes that traffic humans, the border brothers. Bruh, they bring the people over here from Mexico. You feel me? Do you want 10 people? What, you got a restaurant or something? You need some illegal immigrants? Mexicans bring you 10 people. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Whatever you want in that joint, you can get. So it's still stuff going on. It's dudes dibbling and dabbling, and you know what I mean. So can't no rats be alone. You gonna get like, how you gonna allow him to be around here when we still breaking law? You know what I'm saying? So I hope I explained that well. I got too caught up in saying gun on the unit. My bad. I'm still learning to stay focused, y'all. Hey man, how you just join up, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy the Cuban Assassin. Man, hold up, I did forget something before we go. Listen, when you get to the yard on that federal penitentiary and your people's gonna ask you, bruh, is your paperwork messed up? And dudes be like, nah, my paperwork good, my paperwork gonna come in 30 days, whatever. Dudes give you a kid package. They give you hygiene, they give you food, might give you some drugs to get your own hygiene and stuff and food, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean, you get embraced and they tell you, bro, don't take this stuff if you a rat, bro. Do not take this stuff if you hot. They're like, no, I ain't hot. Some people take it. You know what I'm saying? And when the paperwork don't get there, they'll check in before it get there, because you got 30 days. They might check in like the 28th day, the 29th day, you feel me, and roll out. They might stay there and try to give an excuse. These dudes be so delusional in jail. They think they so slick, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm trying to get it there, boo, boo, boo. And you know what I'm saying? I done seen dudes go get his name and information and call out there. They could look on the website, something like that, and look him up and see if he messed up or not. What else? So after the 30 days, you going up top. Now I didn't seen like North Carolina. I remember the first person I seen go up top. I'm like, man, what a little dude that play poker? They was like, man, his paperwork ain't coming 30 days. We told him to go ahead and roll out. He was cool. So they ain't do nothing to him. You feel me? He just checked in, went to the hole. You feel me? Because they said if his paperwork is right, that if his paperwork come while he in the hole, he could come back out. You know what I'm saying? They'd pull him out or whatever. Man, they went to the administration. What was his name? The Caucasian guy, the administration that worked in Hazelton. I forgot. So when I was talking to their number one for the Cardinal, I'm like, well, what's up with y'all, homie? Where you go? It's like, yeah, man, his paperwork ain't come. You know what I mean? And we sent him up top. We told him he had to go. You know what I mean? But we was gonna see if he could come back out. We asked Austin. Is it Austin? It's Austin or something like that. He said we asked Austin, man, cause they have his paperwork. They have his stuff. And they went to him and was like, hey man, they thought he was a good homie. He was cool, we played poker and shit. So they like, man, if his paperwork good, you can let him back out. He went up top because his paperwork ain't coming 30 days. He was telling them that his peoples ain't get his paperwork, da-da-da. And he was like, man, if his paperwork good, he could come back out. Man, the police was like, I said, yo, what? Niggas in his unit playing poker with him and all that. I'm like, dang. Homie J-Rock was like, man, he shook his head no, Slim. I said, dang. Paperwork ain't cover 30 days. I said, dang. The Caucasians, you're not allowed to walk up top when you're Caucasian. You only getting beat off the yard. I think that's for gangs too. It ain't no walking up top. You get beat off the yard. But I don't know how it is with the paperwork with the gangs. I don't know. But Caucasians, I'm doing content on them to tell them, man, like, give y'all some insight on how they rock in the yard. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no walking. Sometimes you can't just check in. That's not going down. No, you're getting hit. You know what I'm saying? And if you check in and go to the next yard, you're getting hit. It's that simple, you know what I'm saying? But don't take that care package if your name ain't right, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You got 30 days, it don't come in, you gotta go, you gotta roll. You know what I mean? Man, see y'all later.